Good morning, Kansas City. Welcome to another fun episode of Life After, a show dedicated to hearing stories of the path students take after high school. My name is Zeeck, and I'm a teacher at Southeast High School. These interviews feature students from my past. Today, we are joined by Deonte Thurman. Welcome, Deonte.
Hey, how you doing?
Wonderful. It's so good to see you.
I'm happy to see you too. It's been a long time.
It's been too long. So tell us, when were you at Southeast High School?
I was Southeast 2018. That was my graduation year, but I didn't graduate. So
yeah, yes, I know. You had a lot going on. Your whole high school experience, but particularly your senior year. Do you mind sharing a little bit about it? Should we just get right into it?
Well, I just had a lot, just personally, like with businesses and all that. My mind should have been on school, but it was really on business. But it was a lot going on even through the school year. I was behind a few credits. Mm-hmm. I wasn't able to, walk, but hey, it happens.
It happens, yeah. And, we talked so much about like focusing on college and getting your high school diploma and moving forward. And while that is a goal that works well for some people, for others, it's just not their path. And I so appreciate you volunteering to be interviewed because we need to talk about that, right?
Yeah. I say it's always a time, it's a time. It's not too late to get my GED diploma. I just haven't, just busy.
Yeah. Life comes quick, doesn't it? Yeah, what do you remember about Southeast, your senior year? What are some fun things that you did?
I'm trying to really think because, man, I don't know. I was just, my focus was really just off, so I wasn't really paying attention to much. I remember getting you some diapers and wipes.
You sure did for baby Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 4 now.
That's crazy. Yeah. Dang, it's been that long?
I know.
You was just pregnant. Didn't you have another baby, right?
I had a whole other baby, a little girl.
That's crazy. Congratulations. Crazy. I had a baby too, so.
I know. Congratulations. Tell us about your little one.
Well, he's 1, and he's a character, man. He's a really good kid. He don't cry much unless it's something he needs. You could just put the screen in front of him and he good. But he's very chill, and I'm happy. I'm satisfied with the kid I got because, some kids could drive you crazy. So I figured God just knew what he was doing, and he put the right kid for the right person. Yeah,
he's good at that, isn't he?
Yeah.
Good. I love it. I can't believe he's a year already. I remember when you messaged me and said he was coming.
Yeah, he was, well, he about to turn 2, January 8th.
Amazing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm like, it went so quick, like,
right?
Where did time go? But,
right.
I guess it's just going to always be like that. Like, your son is 4, like, that's crazy.
Yeah, time flies. Well, while you had a lot of things going on your senior year, one thing I remember is that you and I connected pretty early on. I think I had you like in my first hour class or something. And so
it
was quiet. It was the beginning of the day. And y'all kind of like to work individually. And there was a period there in the middle where you stopped coming to school. And I remember being worried about you. Your sister was in the building. And so I would check in with her. And towards the end of the year, you and I were reconnected at CCR. Do you remember that?
Yeah, with the restorative justice. I still got the little certificate.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to share a little bit about that experience with restorative justice?
Um, I just think it was a long class. I was in there with all my teachers, all the people from the building, and I think it's a good way to it just go on my resume. It's just a good training to have,
Mm-hmm.
especially for people that's trying to stay away from violence. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like me, I'm trying to stay away from violence. I got up out of Kansas City, so
Yeah.
uh, but yeah, I'm trying to stay away from it, and that actually helps me out because I just know that, I just know the information that was talked about, and I know which path to take and all that. So it
Yeah.
was a good class, and I appreciate the class, honestly.
That's
And I
so
wish a lot of more students could have it. And I wish, I think I seen some of the one with Omari Tatum,
yeah. Uh-huh.
and y'all was talking about that. Like
Yeah.
students should definitely be able to, get that training. It'll be good
Exactly.
for them.
Yeah, we're trying. Reggie, Barry, and Sarah Eblin are still here and still pushing
Okay,
it. There's now restorative justice in like 12 different schools from elementary to
that's
high
good.
school. And so it's
That's
really
good.
good because you were kind of our pilot year and one of the first to go through that. Um,
Yeah.
so then tell us what happened after high school. I mean, for you, you left Kansas City. Why did you decide to leave?
Yeah. Just opportunity. I feel like more opportunities could come to me if I move more West Coast. Which I was pretty much raised in the West Coast, Arizona. I was raised. That's what happened to me right after high school. I left and went to Arizona,
And what was going on in Arizona? What'd you do?
and I was doing all types of stuff. uh, I ended up going, and I have a girlfriend that I'm still with. She was my best friend first, so I flew out there with her, and we ended up having a baby, and then we moved to Nevada. So that's where I'm at right now, Las Vegas.
Mhm.
So right now it wasn't too much going on in Arizona, just new back there. I wanted to challenge myself and go back there because when I was there in the beginning, I was pretty bad. So I wanted to challenge myself and make sure, just show myself that I cannot hang around the same people or get in the same stuff that I was in. So it was a challenge for me, and I succeeded, and I moved to Vegas, and now I'm just more so on my music business. I started 2 different businesses. I was already part owner to 2 different businesses, and just my music, really. I be performing. Have you ever been to Vegas?
I've never been to Vegas. No.
You missing out,
I
man.
heard, yeah.
It's fun. It's a lot of commotion going on all the time. It's a lot
That's
of
a good
people
word
from
for it.
everywhere.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the opportunity to even be here because I know that, Vegas, you can run into anybody. I done ran into a lot of different celebrities and everything. And I done talked to a lot of them. But it's a way to make it, and that's what I came here to do, is make it. My goal is to be a legend. So I'm trying to get there, you know. So hopefully we could be talking about this on like a documentary or something.
Exactly. We'll look back on this and be like, oh, look at us. Just a chat
Yeah.
on Zoom and now you're a whole celebrity. That's
Yeah, it's
awesome.
crazy.
What does it mean to make it for you? Like, what does that specifically look like?
You know, well, I try to sum it down because it's not really about the money, because money don't go to the grave with you. It's more about the legacy and what you do for people and how you treat people. So whether it's music, acting, I did a few acting scenes, acting, movies, whatever it is, I'm trying to become a legend and be the best at it as I can be. And that's what I teach my son. Whatever you do, be the best you can be.
Yeah.
And it just looked real good for me. Like, I'll be the first in the family. I got a few people that done music and all that, but nobody really jumped off the porch with it, like as in like Chris Brown. I'm trying to be somebody like a Michael Jackson. Names still ring bells whenever, you dead and gone, because the money ain't going with you. So that's what I'm trying to get to and how I'm trying to be.
Yeah. I love that. And I mean, you are so humble, but I want to shout you out because you have had it feels like every job possible to man to try to earn money, promote your name, promote your label. You're working with your mom, moving companies, DJing, working all hours of the day. Like, you weren't just sitting and hoping this happens to you. You are working your butt off. Ooh.
It says that your internet is interrupted.
Oh, we can hear you.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
No, what was you saying? I heard you finish at working with my mom.
Yep. And that you have always been a hard worker and you're not just sitting back and expecting great things to happen.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I know that it's work that you got to put in to get to where you need to go. Mm-hmm. It's the same with you. You had to go through school, to be where you at now, and that's what I know. I know you got to be like that. And I'm working around a lot of big people. So I'm a part of something that's bigger than me. So it's a different type of work you got to put into it. Mm-hmm. I'm working on a lot of things that's bigger than me. It's just a different type of work you got to put into it. It ain't no time for slack, really. I sometimes slack, but it's no time for slack. So it'll catch up with you, and it's a lot going on. I got a lot going on.
Yeah.
But it keeps me out of trouble. So
exactly, yeah. If you're busy doing other things and you have your son as motivation to keep you on the right path, then
exactly
the only way you can go is up, which is so wonderful.
Exactly. Yeah. So I got a jewelry business and a moving company, and I'm also part owner to the first ever international mining company. Like we got the first. Hold on, let me go to my notes.
Yeah.
Because I wrote exactly how I was gonna explain it, but
That's
I had
great.
to make it sound amazing.
Yep.
So I have the world's first created universal currency is YGB hybrid currency, and I was brought to that in 2018 during my high school year.
Hey.
Yeah. So during my last year, I got a lot of things brought to me during that last year, different opportunities, and I just more so focused on that, because I just look at it like, education is very important, and I think you should get it. And I was striving to get there. I was in the 12th grade, so I was striving to get there. But I think it's important. But I also think, how you gonna live afterwards is important, because that's just a small segment of your life. So I just went straight to jumping into how I'm gonna make it after high school.
Yeah.
Didn't really, I kind of put that on like the back burner, high school on the back burner. But it's all gonna catch up. And actually, I had just got a text from one of my teachers from the other school I went to before there, North Kansas City High School. And she was telling me, she was like, she'll help me with my GD and all that. But they got like a little program out here where you can go to high school on your computer.
Amazing.
For adults. So
amazing.
But I do it when I got some time.
Well, you're never gonna have time because you're involved in everything. But
nah, I do it.
You look into your son's eyes and you think about what you want him to do with his life. And if high school and getting his diploma is something that you want on his list, you put that on your list. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, it's important. I mean, you got to go to school. You got to know your math, your reading. You got to, right. It's just a comprehending thing. Like right now, he's 1. He's starting to say little words and he's starting to count his alphabets backwards from 10. And I'll be like, man, you got to start counting forward because you know what I'm saying? You don't know how to count forward yet. So
yeah.
But it's important so you can get those type of things together. Like his counting backwards, it'll turn into forward, He'll learn stuff from other kids and also his teachers, and
exactly.
I definitely want them to go to school. I just don't want to send my baby off to school though. I'd rather have them homeschool or something.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to make them non-social because I'm a
Exactly.
very social person. I
Indeed
talk
you
to
are.
everybody.
Yep.
I talk to everybody. That's been my problem. My mama always say, I hope to take you somewhere talking to everybody, which I done got a lot of different opportunities from just talking to people. Cause I want to know who around me. I know you do, you know.
Yeah.
So I talk to everybody. I get in everybody's personal because I don't ask you your personal, but because we having a good conversation, you just tell me your personal.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. And that says so much about you and people's comfort around you. You just have that. And I think, you know, getting into the business side of things and promoting your music is all wrapped up in your personality and speaks to who you are. So I love it.
That.
Well, I want to end our interview with just a moment for advice, whether you give advice or you've heard advice that you want to share.
I say take school very seriously because it will catch up with you. Stay motivated, stay positive. Don't let the outside world get to you. Because you know, I see a lot of stuff with it getting to people. So just stay motivated, stay focused, stay dedicated. Always push for whatever you trying to do, whatever you want to do. If you know that it's your heart, just do it. Yeah. Just do it and try to just be open to constructive criticism and like whenever you're doing it, because there's gonna be a lot of that, you know. Be open to new ideas, be open to learning more because you gotta research. Everything is with research. So yeah, that's my advice to the young people.
I love it. As if you weren't part of that group.
Yeah, I am. And I be wanting to tell people so bad, like especially other young people. I just be looking and I'm just like, man, I wish, I tell like my homies, I tell them like, you're going to get older one day, you know? And I got a lot of old friends, not old, but older friends. Like my friends is in the 40s and 30s, you know, owning houses and stuff like that. So yeah, I try to just, they'd say, oh, you a mature young person. So they don't care about hanging with me, but yeah, that's my advice for the younger crowd. Just stay out. Oh yeah, stay out the way. I'm talking to Kansas City now. Stay out the way for sure. Just, you know, mind your own business. Be in your own business, focus on what's important. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Focus on going to school. Focus on treating Zeeck right. Yeah. And just stay motivated. Because that's where it takes you at the end of the day, motivation. Yeah. That's so real. Thank you for sharing that. How can we find you? How can we follow you and your journey in these next few years? So Youngblood Industries, I get at a shout out first. That's the biggest business. Y'all can go check that out at www.youngbloodindustries.com. Make sure you read the HTC, which is the hybrid, HCT, which is the hybrid currency terms. And you'll get a good understanding of what I'm doing. You can find me on everything, including Google, at Taylor the Entertainer. And I got a moving company, Thurman's Labor. You won't need it unless you're in Arizona or Nevada. I service Arizona and Nevada. So. Nice. And then Dollars World, yes, definitely. That's my newest business. That's what I'm excited about them all, but I'm excited about that one too because I'm a jewelry type person. I wear jewelry. That's me. So y'all can check that out at Dollars World Jewelry on Instagram. We do all fine jewelry, custom. Real diamonds, real gold, real silver, real all the minerals that come out the ground. Now, just mind you, I'm owner to a mining company, so just minerals that come out the ground and diamonds and everything like that. So make sure y'all check that out. Awesome. Well, thank you. I can't wait to see where you go and what you do with this. I am so proud of you and the young man you're becoming and following your heart, but also making sure that you're, you know, staying out of the things that you don't need to be in. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Hug your mom, hug your baby boy. I'm gonna call you one day like, hey, we doing this documentary. I need you. That's right.
right. That's all right.
You might be like 60 something, maybe 50. I don't know.
No, you're on the brink. You're on the brink of this. It's only a few years away.
I hope so. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. It's been a pleasure finding out about your path after high school. Our hope is that by having these conversations, that we can inspire others to follow their own dreams and be successful. Thank you again, Deonte. Thank you to Kansas City for watching. Yeah, we'll talk to you soon.
See ya. All right.